Hey everybody, it's Lindsay and I am so excited to show you my opinion and my swatches of the Naked 2 palette. I got this the day that it was released by Urban Decay. I was really happy that I was able to get my hands on it, and it was shipped super fast, which I'm hearing is a lot of people's experience, which is incredible. Considering that this is such a high demand item, I think Urban Decay really knew that, and so they really bulked up their staff, and you know, I had no problems at all. I know the site crashed a couple times the day it opened, but you know, I got it to me safe and sound, and I'm so excited about it. So one of the biggest things I've been hearing from people is that they're not sure whether they want to get Naked 2 if they already have the original Naked palette, because they're, you know, naked shadows. How different can they be? Is it worth getting both? Because it's a $50 item, definitely not the cheapest thing you can get, and it's an investment. So is it worth it? So I'm just going to kind of be sharing my thoughts on it. To start off, packaging, I love it 10 times better than the original Naked palette packaging. Original Naked palette comes in this cardboard box with a felt, or I guess velvet it is, cover, and then the gold lettering. My problem with this is it's really beautiful when you first get it, but the felt just attracts every fuzzy, everything. I mean, you can see mine's like dirty, and when I try and wipe it, it gets gross like that. So kind of disappointing. You want your products to stay beautiful, and I know it's just the outside, but you know, we definitely are attracted to packaging, and that makes a difference. So other than that, I'm totally fine with the packaging. The cardboard doesn't bother me or anything like that. I know some people don't like cardboard packaging, but this, you know, my Naked palette's held up well. The Naked 2 palette is metallic, which is amazing because it's not going to show fingerprints, it's not going to show dirt, fuzzies, things like that, and it snaps as opposed to having a magnet, so it's definitely going to stay in there well. It's got a full length mirror here for you, and the 12 eyeshadows inside, just like the original Naked palette has 12 eyeshadows. And it also comes with a double-ended brush, which is nice. It's not my favorite. It's dirty because I've used it. It comes with one side is like a fluffy crease brush, and the other side is a thin, more precise flat brush that you can use to pack on shadow or smudge under the lash line. I was using it for that. I don't know. I like the brush. I've been using it, but it won't replace my other brushes for me. But it's a nice one to keep in here if you're traveling with it or something like that. It also, when you buy the Naked 2 palette, comes with a mini Lip Junkie lip gloss in the color Naked, and super cute, just really tiny. I love the packaging, love that little cap on it, just really cute. And I'm wearing this today over MAC's Viva Glam 2 lipstick, and so that looks like, I really like it. It says it cools and plumps, and it definitely, I don't know if it plumps, I've never had anything that actually plumped my lips, but it definitely is cooling and tingly. That's a swatch of it, pretty sheer, a little bit shimmery, pinky nude, pretty standard. You know, you're buying a Naked palette, you probably like neutrals, so that's probably gonna be your thing. So like that, and when I bought it through Urban Decay, I also got a mini eyeliner, their 24/7 eyeliner in the color El Dorado. That's in my purse somewhere. It's just like a gold color, so I guess that was the free gift with purchase. And I also got free shipping on it because they're having a promotion, free shipping over $35, and the Naked palette's $50. Normally it's free shipping over $50, I believe. So either way, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get free shipping. Another thing, if you haven't ordered this yet, what I did, because I wanted to get the email to know when it was first going to be released, I signed up on urbandecay.com to receive their emails, and I got a coupon for 10% off my first order, which was amazing because then I got 10% off my Naked 2 palette, which made it $45, which is just, every little bit helps. So one thing about that, I did not get the email till like 6 hours later, so didn't help me get this, but it did save me 10%. So if you haven't ordered it yet and you haven't already signed up, definitely do that and save 10%. I mean, that's just a no-brainer there. So I would like to swatch these for you and compare them to the original Naked palette, but I kind of wanted to put that at the end so that I could get my thoughts out first, because the swatching's kind of take a little bit. The reason I love the Naked 2 palette so much is because the colors are cooler toned than the original Naked palette. The original Naked palette, definitely more golden bronze, more of those warm coppery colors, and this one has more silvers, taupes, mushroom colors, definitely just cooler colors all around, which is great because I've mentioned this a ton of times before, but I get redness around my eyes, and those cooler colors just help combat that a little bit. When I wear something that's a really orange-based copper or bronze or something like that, it can emphasize it and is just not nearly as flattering as a cooler color. So I'm loving these shadows for that. Also, I think that for me, they're a little more wearable than the original Naked palette. These definitely some shimmery metallic shades, but not quite as glitter packed as some of the original Naked palette colors. And I think some of them are just a little more subtle and more wearable for me. I love both. I'm glad I have both. I do bridal makeup and I love the original Naked palette for my brides. I've been using it on all of them. I just really enjoy doing that. I love the way the colors blend and look on them. And I think that the original Naked palette, these colors look more flattering on other people than myself. And I think it's probably because of the redness I have around my eyes. Some of these pinkier tones just aren't always as flattering on me. So I'm excited to have this and use this on other brides and see what I think of it. But I'm definitely loving it for myself. So I guess I'll get into the swatches if you're interested in that. You know, obviously your computer screen is not real life. I was looking at swatches of these online and trust me, they do not do justice to when you have it yourself. So if you really are considering both and you love makeup and you wear neutrals a lot and it's worth it to you, I would definitely say pick up the Naked 2 palette. I think it's definitely worth it for me. If you are not that into neutrals and you already have the original Naked palette, maybe it's not worth it for you to pick it up. So I'll just get into the swatching. The first one is Foxy, and this is one of the matte shades, and it is a matte cream color. And really sheer, really subtle. I like this one to put as a base all over my eyelids. Sometimes I like to do that, just soften out, even out your eyelid space, and it makes a great base for other colors. It helps blend a little bit better, so that's nice. The next one is Half Baked. This one is in the original Naked palette, so you know, if you've got the original one, you've got a duplicate there. I guess they figured that people liked that one. This one's just a really pretty coppery gold, definitely metallic. And then we have Bootycall, and I think this one is going to be one of my favorites. I'm so excited about this. This one is a really pretty highlight shade, super pigmented. I mean, I barely brushed my hand there. It's what I'm wearing today. It's cream, and it's got a sheen. So I wouldn't call it shimmery, but it's definitely got a sheen, and so I think it's really great for accenting the brow bone. The next one is Chopper. This is one of the colors that does have a glitter in it. And this one I would say is a little bit warmer too. I mean, definitely warmer. It's a peachy coppery color, and it has glitter in it, and I think you can see it a little bit there, but not super obvious again. And then the next color I think is going to be one of my favorites. This is in the color Tease, and it is a matte taupe color, a little bit more brown than Like a Virgin, Too Faced Like a Virgin that I've been wearing a lot lately. But that's it right there. Really pretty. Doesn't look like much on my hand right now, but it's a great color. I wore it today, I wore it yesterday. It's a great color for blending in these colors and using it as a transition. And then comes Snakebite right there. And oh my gosh, some of these are seriously so pigmented. Like, look at how much just came off on my finger. And that can sometimes be kind of hard to work with, but oh my gosh, crazy, crazy, crazy pigmented. Look at that. It's so deep, and I barely brushed that. So you're definitely getting a quality eyeshadow with these. And in my opinion, $50 is a lot because it's just a lot to spend on a makeup item, but I think it's so worth it because you're getting 12 full-size eyeshadows that will last you so long. You have so much versatility here. I mean, to me, it's definitely worth it. If you were to buy 12 separate eyeshadows, it would be a lot more expensive. Okay, and then we have Suspect, which is right there. And this one also looks like it has a tiny bit of glitter in it, maybe. I would call it maybe more of a shimmer. And that one is a little bit cooler toned gold. These are just so pretty. Like, trust me, these look so much better in person. And Pistol is right here. This one definitely cool toned. More of a gunmetal silver color. Right there. And you can just see how pretty and reflective they are. And then Verve is right there. And this one is a cooler light silver, but not a very blue toned silver. Not too cool. So I think it's definitely wearable. And then YDK, I really like this one. Ugh. This one, a little bit harder to work with. Like, I just touched it and it kind of came off a little bit, I don't want to call it chalky, but very loosely packed. But once you put it on, this color is so beautiful. That's it right there. Just really reflective. Look how beautiful that color is. And then Busted. And this one looks like one of the deeper shades, but I think actually compared to Snakebite, it's not quite as deep as Snakebite can be. I mean, it's definitely still dark, but this one not nearly as metallic as some of the other ones you can see there. But just gives you a lot of options. And then the last one is Blackout, which is a pretty standard matte black. And I'll swatch that one at the very bottom. That was a pretty poor swatch on my part. But so those are all the colors. So those are the swatches, and since a lot of you were wondering about how it compares to the original Naked palette, here's the comparison. I have the original Naked palette on top here, and on the bottom is Naked 2 palette, just so that you can maybe see a little bit of the difference. And if you're really looking for side-by-side swatches, I know a lot of bloggers have done that, and I think that's an easier way to see it in a picture like that, because otherwise I think it would take me forever to be able to swatch them side by side, and they're not like, it's not like they line up, as similar swatches. I will show you the ones that I think are closest. I think probably Busted in Naked 2 palette, which is the one right here, and that one is right here on my knuckles. That probably looks closest to Hustle in the original Naked palette, right there. Which I'll swatch the two on top of each other. Here is Hustle and here is Busted. They're browns. These colors are all neutral colors, so they're gonna be similar. It's not like you're comparing a purple to a yellow, you know what I mean? But I don't think any of them are dead on, except for Half Baked, which is, the same color in both of them. Here is YDK. Here's my little swatch of YDK. And then here, I think that one might look, if anything, closest to Sidecar maybe. Here's Sidecar, here's YDK. I mean, I guess on there they kind of look similar. YDK definitely has a cooler, more silver tone. That's them swatched next to each other. This one is Sidecar. You can see the glitter because Sidecar has the glitter in it. And Bootycall looks kind of similar to Virgin. I'm just going to swatch these up my arm because I'm sorry if this is getting rambly, but it's probably the easiest way. Bootycall, Virgin. Virgin definitely I would consider to be more sheer. Here's Bootycall, here's Virgin. So yeah, you can see a difference. Bootycall definitely more pigmented. And, any others that look really similar to me? Okay, Snakebite also looks kind of similar to Smog. Here's Smog from original, and here's Snakebite. But you can see Snakebite already is a lot darker. Yep, Snakebite. This is like I couldn't have swatched this on a more stupid angle. Snakebite, Smog, right there for you. So, to me, none of these are dupes except for Half Baked, and it's not even a dupe, it's the same exact color. But yeah, so I'm thinking if you're really contemplating getting both and you think it's something you would like, I would say go ahead and get it because they're not the same thing. They're similar in the fact that they are neutral eyeshadows, but they're different enough to make it worth getting in my opinion. So if you want to see more swatches, definitely check out blog posts because a lot of people have blogged about this already and showed awesome side-by-sides, and I know a lot of people have different opinions on whether it's worth it. If you already have the original Naked palette. If you don't have one or the other, if you don't have either, and you're trying to decide which one you would want to get, it really, I think, is up to you. If I didn't have either, I would definitely go with Naked 2 just because I like the cooler colors, and I like that they are less shimmery and a little bit more wearable. I mean, they are shimmery. They're less, I think, very metallic and glittery. If you like warmer shades, if those complement your skin tones better and you like more of that metallic look, then I would go with the original Naked palette. It's just really what you want. I don't think that one is hands down better than the other at all. They're both amazing palettes. I've only worn the Naked 2 palette a couple times, but I mean, the Urban Decay shadows, they're known to be amazing, so I know I'm gonna love it. It's really just how I use the colors. I definitely plan on coming up with some looks that, with my Naked 2 palette that I hope to film some videos with, so kind of let me know if you're interested in anything like that. Let me know if you got the Naked 2 palette, if you have Naked 1, what you think of both, if you plan on getting either one. Just let me know, I'm really curious about that, and I'll talk to you soon. I apologize if this was rambly. I tried to make it as concise as I could and try to answer all your questions. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask, and I'll talk to you soon. See you, everybody.